Hello, everybody. My name is Mars Lovejoy, and this whole pandemic has definitely affected my pregnancy. But I'm super excited to be live streaming my birth because of it. We were on vacation when all of this kind of broke out. Once we started getting information and everything started transpiring, we extended our trip. We've been living in New York. We obviously weren't going to go back to New York just because it was just seemed too dangerous and too risky. And we do have a support system here. The historic Rondo community, it is a strong Black community. So there's 4 generations that have been born into this on that land. Once I started getting everything and calming down and wrapping my brain around, okay, the baby's gonna be born here, I had to kind of come back to that and just be like, wow, this is actually pretty incredible. And just knowing the history, and during slavery, how, this was the norm. This is what we did, there were granny midwives, and we have this long ancestral history of taking care of each other and being in communities with women and, providing that support. And because of hospitals and because of systemic racism and because of all of these things, that's kind of been severed. And I think, just getting back to that can be, it's really like talking about life or death. The maternal mortality rates it's astonishing when it comes to Black and Native women and women of color, and I think it needs to be talked about more.
So on one end, we have these social structural determinants that are causing inequities. So things like residential segregation, access to jobs that pay minimum wage or more. And then on the other side, we also have these complex issues within our healthcare delivery system, where we're seeing that not everyone is getting the same level of high quality care. When a clinician or a physician or a system is under stress in some way and very, particularly limited with time, that you draw on these stereotypes and these, these beliefs and the ways that we've been all been socialized in society to think about race. We draw on those a lot more heavily, and that's incredibly harmful for how we deliver healthcare.
That's kind of what sparked this whole project for me, is just thinking about all the women who are, already dealing with pregnancy, which can be stressful. There's a lot going on in your body, mentally, physically, and then on top of a pandemic. So I'm live streaming my home birth. And I've also set up a GoFundMe to raise funds with the intentions to set up some scholarships and grants for mothers who are in need of a midwife and a doula, so to sponsor them, and then also sponsor a midwife who's going through training and a doula who's going through training. Statistics and tests have shown that, doulas, they're your advocates, especially for, a disenfranchised group of people.
The COVID crisis has sort of laid bare what's not working. And so thinking about ways to rectify that and to build something new and to collaborate and to really think about community and community drive that process.
we as a people have been through a lot, and the babies aren't going to stop coming. They're going to keep coming, and it's going to be they don't know what's going on, so they're gonna show up, and it's beautiful. It is.